and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. Now Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jimmy Graham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rivers now. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Michael Kendricks made the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, Slayton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Rivers to throw it. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
The Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Taken down at the
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now 3rd down.
Hey, Brown 80. Hey.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
Phillip Rivers.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Let's see what you got. Watch the shit.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Right, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's wait, 89.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
Extra point.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Jerron Harmon makes the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers looking deep for Gabriel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
49. Bears 14. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Second down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
Score Lions 56.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rivers. No, he almost had it.
Rivers
already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Get the point. Get on the point right here. Motion, man. Wait. Watch 12. Watch 12. Watch left. Watch right.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jackson's
DK Metcalf becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Score Lions 63. Bears.
Now the defense.